on stage and say you need to beat your kids. But as a father, let me just say publicly, maybe we should stop beating our kids. Publicly.
The truth is just as strange as fiction. Taco Bell selling chicken wings.
Katt Williams isn't just known for his vendetta against the Illuminati, he's also one of the funniest comedians of his generation. Whenever he appears on a late-night show, you just know it's going to be a moment people will remember.
Do you think that this affected your relationship with women, your success with women?
It made me try really hard, because women want tall, dark, and handsome, and I wasn't able to fulfill any of those. So when I got a woman, I really tried hard. You know, I think short guys make better lovers, just because once we get on, we don't want to get off.
Here's a little-known fact. Jimmy Fallon and Katt Williams used to go to the same comedy club during their up-and-coming years in the late 1990s. And just last year, Katt Williams appeared as a guest on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, surprisingly marking the first time the two ever shared the spotlight together on screen. And seeing them reminisce about their first meeting is pure comedy gold.
I need you to understand what I was thinking on the other end of meeting you. What I remember was a guy that seemed to me to have all of the benefits that would guarantee his success. You out there trying to do comedy, you got smooth milk white skin, you look like you come from money, like you're in here in the trenches with us. If I'm not funny tonight, I'm gonna be hungry. And I see this Jimmy Fallon, I'm like, this guy's gonna freaking make it, I just know it.
What are you talking about? I was just as hungry as you were.
You didn't look hungry.
We all know about the case involving Sean Diddy Combs by now, from the reports about thousands of bottles of baby oil to serious allegations like human trafficking. It seems like we've heard it all. But years before many of those claims started making headlines, Katt Williams was already talking about it during an appearance on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharpe. And with the interview becoming one of the most viewed interviews on YouTube, many people say that this moment helped catapult the case into the public eye.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
Giving someone with a mind like Katt Williams a mic in a free-for-all rap battle might be a dangerous idea. But during an episode of Wild 'N Out, they might have actually found a way to counter anything Katt could throw at them. And let's just say, they couldn't have been more creative.
Talk your
My favorite words in Call of Duty is team swipe. And you lost your last stripes, because after the show, you know, it might get right, and then you won't make it home tonight.
You mean this whole time the mic wasn't?
I was really laying my life in these bars.
Before the Diddy case, one of the most infamous controversies in the industry was the case surrounding Bill Cosby. Now, with Katt Williams growing up in the 80s, there's a very high chance that he saw Cosby as a role model. Just like what Dave Chappelle once talked about.
But it's really tough. You know, you guys are young. See, imagine if you found out 40 years from now that Kevin Hart raped 54 people. He'd be like, the only one that would believe that would be Katt Williams. He'd be like, I knew that motherfucker was up to something.
But during a podcast with Theo Von, Katt was asked about Bill Cosby, and his response was something no one saw coming.
What about Bill Cosby? Did you ever get to meet him or not? Before he had all the problems?
Is being a rapist one of the problems?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Talking about Dave Chappelle, it turns out that he and Katt Williams haven't always had the best relationship. In an interview with Jimmy Fallon, Chappelle talked about an awkward interaction between him and Katt that would go down in history.
So then I go on Twitter, and it's the same thing. It's like, oh, it's a fake Dave Chappelle. My name, my picture was not me.
No.
So I stopped following the guy. And it turned out, Jimmy, the guy was like hilarious. And then, like a week or two into it, he just turns evil and starts like a whole Twitter beef with this guy, Katt Williams. You know, Katt.
The real Katt Williams?
Right, well, that's the problem, that Katt Williams starts saying things to this fake Dave Chappelle that's hurting the real Dave Chappelle's feelings. You know? So I go to the comedy show, and I see Kevin Hart there. I'm like, what's up, Kevin? And he's like, yo, man, Katt's here. Like I was in trouble or something. Like, what? So I said, well, where's he at? So then I go over to Katt, and I'm like, yo, Katt, man, you know, I gotta talk to you. I don't have a Twitter page. And he's like, so what, Dave Chappelle? He's like, what are you trying to say? And I'm like, I'm trying to say I don't have a Twitter page. He goes, so that's not unusual. I don't have a Twitter page either.
Based on the clips you've seen, you might think that Dave Chappelle and Katt Williams despise each other, and to some degree, that might be true. But what's not widely known is that even though their relationship hasn't always been in the best place, they still have massive respect for each other. Chappelle has said that Katt is one of the pillars of black comedy, while Williams has gone as far as to say that Dave Chappelle is the greatest comedian of his generation.
Do you consider yourself the greatest?
No. Dave Chappelle still lives and breathes.
Okay.
And, you know, the fact that the industry blacklisted him for the last 7 years does not take away from the fact that he still walks the earth.
But even if Katt Williams think that Dave Chappelle is the greatest living comedian, let's not forget that Katt Williams himself is one of the funniest comedians of this era. And with over 19 comedy specials under his belt, there have been plenty of legendary moments. Here are some of them.
Crazy world, you don't know what to believe. The truth is just as strange as fiction. Taco Bell selling chicken wings. This is in Revelation.
Where's all the fellas in here with an ugly woman? Make some noise.
Some people saw their whole marriage go before they got.
If you get in a fight with Chinese people, please don't think is finna help you. I'm just telling you right now, you better not with the Chinese. Not many kung fu movies as we done seen. We love the Chinese. Come on stage and say you need to beat your kids, but as a father, let me just say publicly, maybe we should stop beating our kids. Publicly. We are tired of going to the grocery store to see you beat your mother baby. As soon as your baby touches the Skittles, you what the I tell your mother?
Katt Williams isn't particularly known for his movie appearances, but it turns out that having someone as funny as him on a film set can actually make shooting a bit harder for everyone else.
So I know you're probably bubbling right now. I'm getting... He needs to be untied is what he needs. I've been in that position before. That is uncomfortable. You know she can't control her wind, and you know. Stop, brother. All right? And someone needs a breath mint. Let's start with me, not me. Okay, pass it down. We don't have to go no further. Excuse me, 3 notes.
We all know how convenient self-driving cars are becoming, and with Elon Musk pushing the technology everywhere, it's getting harder and harder to ignore. But this clip of Katt Williams talking about it might just be the most convincing advertisement you'll ever see.
I'm finna buy me a self-driving car. Out of here, I'm gonna be in the back seat. You pull me over, I don't know what to tell you. Talk to the driver.
A lot of people think a simple life on a farm would be the perfect life. But according to Katt Williams, that idea might not be as peaceful as it sounds. Watch as he explains his point of view. You might just change your mind on the topic.
I found out I'm not cut out for this farm life. I bought all the animals that was delicious. I done had this farm for 4 years. We ain't killed a animal yet. I don't know how you do this. I'm supposed to eat these my friends, bitch.
We all know Snoop Dogg, and we all know what he's famous for. And you might think sharing special herbs with him and his crew would be the coolest thing ever. But according to Katt Williams, that experience isn't nearly as enjoyable as people imagine. Watch this next clip and judge for yourself.
And I was hanging out with Snoop Dogg. Now, this is a professional. So I'm feeling like everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna smoke enough weed to be sociable. I need to explain to you that it's in this room only me, Snoop, and his 2 partners. In 3/4 minutes, I start noticing that I am higher than I have ever been my entire life. I mean, I am high. Like I'm up on the world looking down at the planets and stars, just satellites in my mama house where I grew up in Avondale. Just all of it, I can see it.
What's crazy is that Snoop Dogg takes his herbs seriously. So seriously, in fact, that he once hired a full-time professional roller for about $50,000 a year, whose only job is to roll his herbs for him. And thanks to that professional roller, we learned that Snoop can go through up to 150 rolls a day. But what's even crazier is that Snoop himself has said that Willie Nelson is one of the only people who ever truly outsmoked him. The story goes that when they hung out together, Willie kept passing it around for so long that Snoop eventually tapped out, admitting he just couldn't keep up.